So that makes it 3rd down and 15 from the 45-yard line.
Roger.
4-man rush, and down he goes, and that is Ricky Jean-Francois who gets the sack. So he's in the game because Justin Smith is hurt, and he comes up with a big sack here.
Go figure. Nate Solder's been doing the job all night long, and now a defensive tackle moves to the outside, Ricky Jean-Francois, and beats him to the quarterback.
7-yard sack, 4th and 22. They have to punt. And New England has all of its timeouts. 4th and 22 now, Mesko with a short kick. That's bobbled and covered up at the 28 by Ted Ginn Jr. Sooner or later, you'd think they'd learn. So next Sunday night, the 49ers again, as they head to Seattle. It's a flex game for us. San Francisco against Seattle. Football night starts things at 7 Eastern time. It's always a tremendous scene in Seattle against San Francisco, 9-3-1. Seattle red hot, 9-5, going up a 50 spot each of the last 2 weeks. 58 last week against Arizona, and 50 today against Buffalo. And it's Kaepernick, it's Russell Wilson. It's Sunday Night Football for the Great Northwest next week.
And it will be the 4-minute offense now. This is what, going back to Jim Harbaugh's day and his conversations with Bo Schembechler about you are going to have a fullback, you are going to have a tight end, you are going to have them both on the field at the same time. This is what that is all about. Now is when you're supposed to win the game on the offensive side with power football.
Gore and Bruce Miller, the fullback, in the backfield from the 28. Give it to Gore. Around the right side he goes to the 30-yard line. Stopped by Spikes.
Brandon Spikes ran all the way across the formation to make that play. So much written about his inability to run. The 5-flat 40-yard dash. He said he thinks about that every day. They told him it would not be a factor on draft day. It was, and it is the chip on his shoulder that drives him daily.
2nd down and 8. Patriots holding on to their timeouts. Have all 3 plus the 2-minute warning. LaMichael James, after Gore had come off after the last play, takes the ball to the 34-yard line. That's Brandon Spikes again making the tackle.
What a great play by Brandon Spikes. Potty pulled around and led right up on him. He was able to fend off the block and make the tackle. There is a lot of space there, and Spikes just made a tremendous play.
3rd down and 4. Big stop here for New England because they can save their timeouts. If the 49ers convert, New England's going to have to start using their timeouts.
See if Kaepernick runs again. Big situations, that's when you look for it.
Just do get the play off. James can only get to the 35-yard line. So now it's 4th down. Mayo and Nikovic make the tackle. And the Patriots are going to use a timeout. So when Brady goes back to work, they've got 2 plus the 2-minute warning, which might as well be a month. Right?
It's unbelievable. Sunday night football games are a lot of fun. Tom Brady, can't ask for it to get better than this. Brady with the ball in his hands, down 7, at home, crowd going crazy against the best defense in football that has had a tough time here in the second half.
That's why we wait all day for Sunday night, right?
You got that right.
We do.
Something else. That guy's had a good game tonight. Carlos Rogers working against Welker. Big part of it. They flipped back to a little bit more man coverage, and that's when he's been so strong.
Andy Lee setting up for his 5th punt. And Wes Welker back at his own 20-yard line. Now Another booming kick to the 6. Welker trying to find the hole. Flag down to the 18-yard line on the run back with 2:56 on the clock.
Kick, holding by the receiving team, number 46. A 10-yard penalty will be enforced from where the punt was caught. New England keeps the ball after enforcement. First down.
So that'll back Brady up.
You know, and that's just one of those psychological things as much as anything. You know, you feel like, all right, we're around the 20. Here we go. Let's get it going. And then all of a sudden you're not. You're back inside the 5-yard line. But nobody has done better than this football team this year. 29% on drives of 80 yards or more. They have scored touchdowns. That is number 1 in the NFL. This team can do this.
Penalty was on James Devlin. They start from the 3. And Brady will go right to the air and avoids the sack, which would have been a safety, and the pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Now they're going to take away the primaries here. Now you can look for San Francisco to maybe double Wes Welker, double Hernandez. That time Hernandez had a lot of attention around him. They have to hold up here, though. Remember, a hold in the end zone would be a safety and essentially game over here. Intentional grounding would be essentially game over.
300-yard pass for Brady. And Brady slings it to the outside. That's going to be caught up at the 10-yard line. Brandon Lloyd makes the catch. Tackled by Culliver. And it's 3rd down and 3. Clock ticking. 3rd, make it a long 2.
4 down.
From the 12. Brady hanging in the pocket. Throws, juggled, and incomplete. Danny Woodhead could not hold on. So now you've got 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Do you go for it on 4th and 2 from deep in your own territory?
You know, you have a choice here. You can do either. Woodhead outside. We talked about the coverage ability all over the field. Navarro Bowman, they could punt it, but why with Tom Brady would you do that?
So from the 12, 4th and 2, 5 receivers. Brady trying to find somebody open and almost had it picked off. Intended for Woodhead, incomplete, and he turns the ball over deep in Patriot territory.
I don't know why they did that. All they had to do was have Woodhead go about 3 yards down the field. Bowman was way off of him, about 10 yards off, and instead Woodhead went down about 10 yards and essentially got to Bowman. He could have literally just raised up and thrown the ball to him, and I think he would have picked up the first down.
And now the 49ers, with the Patriots able to stop the clock twice, plus the 2-minute warning, but already in field goal range, obviously, and a converted field goal would turn it into a 2-possession game. So hanging by a thread right now, Kaepernick from the 13-yard line. Playing it safe. James is able to at least go down to keep the clock running. And New England takes a timeout, so they're down to 1 plus the 2-minute stoppage.
You know, so many times we see Tom Brady just raise up and throw this ball. You can't really see it, but that's about 7 or 8 yards of distance there. And he went down the field to about 8 yards of range. See this? All he's got to do is get to right there and stop and turn around and complete the ball. They gave him space to make the play, and he really made it easier on Bowman than they had to. How many times do you see it, though? A team make that kind of amazing comeback and all the energy expended to try and get back to where it's even, and then the other team bang, bang, 2 plays down the field. Michael James, that kick return, really the game changer.
That was gigantic. Here's Gore. And they'll stop him at the 9-yard line, and now New England will spend its final timeout. Quarterback comparison tonight. Mentioned that Brady has already thrown for 300 yards in the half alone. 55 slings for 386. Kaepernick with 4 touchdown passes and the 1 pick.
How about that? And you know, Al, they really didn't even use him outside. You know, he didn't really. In the first couple of games, he was tremendous, being outside, 3 touchdowns, I think no interceptions, but since then they've really, you can tell they want him to develop as a pocket passer, and he has the ability with that arm strength of his.